Hello, and welcome to World Affairs Today. Tonight's top global story is the ongoing disruption of world trade in the Red Sea corridor, a crisis that threatens supply chains, freight costs, and economies around the world. The Red Sea, a vital maritime corridor that once carried nearly 12% of global trade, remains a focal point of international economic stress. Although attacks by Yemen's Houthi militant group decreased late last year, the situation is far from resolved. Today, the world's third-largest container line, CMA CGM, announced that it will continue diverting ships away from the Suez Canal and Red Sea routes on 3 major lines, citing a complex and uncertain international context. Meanwhile, Maersk, the second-largest global carrier, has resumed some limited container traffic through the Red Sea and Suez Canal after a sustained period of near-complete avoidance. The company says the situation appears more stable, but substantial risks remain, and broader traffic is still far below historical norms. This partial return shows progress, yet uncertainty keeps many carriers hedging their bets. This dispute is not a local issue. The Red Sea strategic choke point status means any instability has global consequences, supply chains, and freight costs. Many vessels continue avoiding the Red Sea route entirely, rerouting around the southern tip of Africa, Cape of Good Hope, which adds thousands of nautical miles and days to journeys compared to the direct Suez Canal route. These longer routes have soaked up capacity, forced carriers to deploy more ships, and cut into efficiency, driving up global freight rates and logistics costs. Higher transport costs eventually pass to consumers and producers alike, contributing to inflationary pressures on everything from manufactured goods to food and energy. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development warns that ongoing disruptions compound other trade bottlenecks, such as Black Sea and Panama Canal constraints, putting developing economies at particular risk. In response to the instability, the U.S. Treasury Department announced new sanctions targeting financial networks that support the Houthi militia. These sanctions include 21 individuals and entities and 1 vessel allegedly tied to the group's supply chain and resourcing. Washington states the penalties aim to undercut logistics that enable attacks on commercial shipping. This measure underscores how trade and security policies are now tightly linked. This story matters beyond shipping companies. Global supply chains, retailers and manufacturers face delays and unpredictable delivery schedules. Cost for consumers. Higher freight rates can translate into more expensive consumer goods. Energy markets. Tankers carrying crude and LNG are cautious or withdrawn entirely, adding price pressure. Exporters in Asia, particularly exporters in India and Southeast Asia, have been hit by route diversions, increased maritime insurance, and delivery delays, with significant cost escalation. Even as some traffic returns, maritime insurers are reluctant to declare the area risk-free, keeping war risk premiums elevated and decisions incremental. That's your global snapshot on the Red Sea shipping crisis, a situation that began as a regional conflict but has real economic ripples around the world. For continuing coverage, analysis, and verified facts, you're watching World Affairs Today. We'll bring updates as these developments evolve. Stay tuned.